Happy Modular Monday to all who celebrate and observe it. And for those of you who don't, I don't know the word. Yo. Hope you guys are good. Welcome in. We've got Modular Monday today. We're doing a special performance for them. Haven't done it in a while. Supposed to do it a couple weeks ago. Dropped the fucking ball and ate it hard. Really felt bad about it. It was one of those things. I said yes to it, and then I didn't put it in my calendar, and I totally spaced it. And that was on me. That was me not being like even baseline organized. But today is a day of redemption, and honestly, the last few days that we've been working on jams here, we've been cooking up something pretty special. I almost did a recording Saturday night for Classic Afterward Jams, which is a little video series we have on YouTube, where I've been taking the last of the jams that we built up over the last 3 or 4 days or whatever, and then, putting together like kind of a deal. It's usually around 20 minutes. I want to make it shorter, but it just never works out that way. Honestly, I feel like 20 minutes, I try to set it up so that it's, it's a different thing. Like as you go through that 20 minutes, you could go to the end and then skip to the beginning, and there may be some elements that are there from before, but it's mutated. I try to do that. And I guess that takes 20 minutes. I don't know. Definitely a delicious espresso mocha cappuccino thingy I made. I got a little espresso maker thing, like you put on the pot with the little percolator. I was like, this would be all right. I'm in love. I'm in love with it. And but the thing I'm doing is probably it's probably not the healthiest thing, but whatever. You only YOLO once, right? So what I do with I'll put my coffee cup, and I hear voices. It might be the sampler. That tripped me out though. Anyways, I'll take the cup. My little percolator thing makes exactly a cup's worth, and I fill the cup with like a giant dollop of whipped cream, and then I just pour chocolate syrup on it, like a generous helping, and probably Rasta. It's pretty much like that, and then I pour the coffee on it. The coffee is like right out of there, and it just melts it all, and it oddly the temperature just gets there really fast. Oh, it's so good, mate. I'm addicted to it. I want to have them like 2 or 3 times a day, but I have to go get more whipped cream. That last bit, oh my God. So fucking good. Hey, Mr. X, how are you doing, mate? Fantastic set, by the way. I had to dip out at the very end so I could, do that bathing thing where they had the hose on. I had to go out back. They were spraying it, I had to do it. They aren't going to turn on the hose every day. So I ran out there, got the suds and everything, but did manage to catch the beginning, and pretty much a good 2/3, 3/4, somewhere in that range. Just missed out on the very end, but yeah, it was a great set, mate. As always. I think everybody knows Mr. X. Just in case, let me throw that up let me give you a little, see the classic one. Where you rise and fall. Yes, my powers are infinite, but they have limits. Lawn Dog, is it Is it possible? Are you mixing a Redemption Day Cinco de Mayo? Similar in festivity. No, I am not observing Cinco de Mayo. Nothing personal. It's just not a big holiday person to begin with. Like, I don't know. I like my birthday. Everything else is kind of like, who cares? Unless it's Easter? What the fuck? Dude, I swear I hear voices. I think it's... I don't know if we're getting a radio effect. Oh, god damn it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're just going to know I went to a browser and I hit mute. It was me. It was me the whole time. Hey, Calderio, welcome in. Are you celebrating Redemption? No, we're just doing Modular Monday. Like I said, I dropped the ball a couple weeks ago. Feel bad. So I feel like, though, we've cooked up a really good jam over the last few days. We need to do some tweaking. That's why we started up early, so I can get some stuff going. A little river. And then also, some things aren't starting up anymore. We really have to get a new power supply. I had to start this thing up 3 times. Like, shit just was not coming on. The Temputiles wasn't coming on. One of the Ornament and Crimes wouldn't come on. The 3rd time I got it, everything was on, but I'm like, holy shit. I'm gonna break that power supply. There's gonna be like a big burn mark where it rested on the wood. That might be where that cedar smell comes from. Ooh, what if I put cedar chips under the power supplies? Then it'd smell all rustic like a sauna. That'd be good. Ooh, that's a really... Actually, I'm half joking, but I can't see why that would be the dumbest thing I've ever come up with. What's that smell, Sid? Oh, that's some cedar chips I put under the power supply to give that... kind of like a sauna smell or something. You know, it feels good, right? Right? I mean, you're like, hey, cedar chips, what's going on in here? Yeah? Yeah? Just trying to make the old Modular a little more natural. Dude, that would be funny and practical. Practically funny. Oh, you're good, Calderio. No worries. Freshly clean hamster cage smell. You're right. Okay, well then what would be some better wood chip smells that we could put on there? I live in the vicinity of a Home Depot and a Lowe's. My options are virtually limitless. So. You're celebrating Cinco de Mayo? Bueno. I'm making some beef fajitas for dinner. That sounds awesome. It's not a bad idea. Applewood? Yeah, we could do like an applewood scent. I like that. Lawn Dog over on YouTube. Farming out the real ideas. Yes, it would smell like a hamster cage, though. I'm realizing that now. That would probably not be cool. Of course, Mr. X. Of course, of course. Guten Abend. Yeah, mate. I'm rambling, but we're gonna do some Jamtown soon. Use bacon. Yeah, but then I gotta go back there and put fresh bacon on all the time. And of course, I'm not going to use whole strips. I'm going to cut them up to big enough to fit on top of the little heat sinks. But, you know. Ants. All right? I'm just going to come right out and say it. This is going to attract ants. Of course, the wood chips might attract termites. I hadn't thought of that one. Or moths. fuck was that? Oh, god damn it. Did that app die? No. Yeah, I could get moths. I didn't think about that. You want to be politically correct. No, I hear you, Lawn Dog. No, I mean, that's awesome. No, I totally respect that. I totally respect that. That's kudos, for sure. I just don't really do holidays very much. I've started just kind of, the older I get, the more I'm like, what, are the banks open? They are? Okay, well then, it's not a real fucking holiday. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No. I just don't really do holidays anymore. Mrs. Hersey and I, we don't have kids, so we really lucked out and really just don't even have to do any of them. You know, I think we do our birthdays, kind of our anniversary, and then like Christmas, sort of. It's kind of hit or miss sometimes. I mean, we do the Christmas thing, but not much. We haven't really put much effort into it in a long time, but that's fine with me. We do like to celebrate Halloween, though. We do that one, but that's just because all our house decorations go on sale like the day after, and so we go to all the Halloween places afterwards, the day after, and we get like really cool house decorations. We haven't done it in a long time, but because we have too much shit that we don't really need to. But when we were first starting out and everything, that was one of the things we would do, is just go to Target or whatever and get decoration. We still have tons. We never take them down too. We have like these little stick-on rats, and we have them on our mirrors and stuff. And I realize we've had them on for like over 10 years. Just silly stuff like that. We like that kind of crap. We're goofy like that. But point being, if we had kids, we'd have to tell them that this is not acceptable behavior in polite society, and would have to be good role models and take our decorations down and put up the seasonal Thanksgiving ones, etc. Really dodge that bullet. No, Cinco de Mayo is really big here in Phoenix. Obviously, we have a really big population from Mexico, and it's you know, a lot of the industry is very popular with it. I mean, I don't know how things are at this very moment in time, but traditionally, things have been really big, and there's like nice little parties and stuff like that, and it's really festive. It's really fun. I know over the weekend there's a lot of things too. It's a cool holiday for sure. It's like the 20th one of those for me since I've lived here, and I'm good. Plus, I don't even know what I would do. I have tequila. Would having a little bit of tequila this evening, with that, and maybe saying "Viva la Mexico." There you go. Have a little. That's what I'll do. I'll celebrate it that way. I'll have a little taste of tequila from a really cool little distillery in Mexico. I will say "Viva la Mexico," and probably the wrong grammar, but whatever, man. The heart's there, not the mind. And then I'll sip it, and I think we'll be square with celebrating. I think that's a square celebration. I think Feels good. And I get a little bit of tequila, which I haven't had in a couple weeks. So, nice little thing to have. Ant biology is one of my useless skill number 423. And about social back. Sure. Anyways, all that aside, all that the date is, it just so coincidentally happens to be the same day as Modular Monday. And we're gonna do a little bit of tuning and everything. We got about a little over a half hour before the raid train gets here. By the way, if you want the jams and you just go check out your opponent is performing right now, !GSG. If you want to get the link up, this works on YouTube and of course Twitch, but you can pull that link up, you can get to their page, it'll bring up whoever's performing right now. You can go to them, check them out, follow them, of course. If you like what you hear, they're really, really awesome, and it's really good music. I almost wanted to start later, but I was afraid if I started watching the stream, I would just get like kind of lost, and then I'd lose all the time I really needed, and I was like, nah, I'll just watch the VOD. There's VOD, they documentary, it'll be good. But definitely worth a follow and worth at least a checking out. How's that? At least a checking out. Yeah, this is. No, my birthday is in the fall. We got a while before I age another fucking year. Don't age me so quickly. All right. So I still haven't fixed my Steam Deck thing, so I have to still change all these shots manually, which is really annoying, but what are you gonna do? So, oh yeah, this didn't start up either on the first try. It took me a minute to get it going. It was kind of weird. Well, it wasn't even that. You know what? Never mind. I think it wasn't getting a clock signal. And then I realized that the temp tiles wasn't working, and that's when I had to restart it a third time, and then that came to life, and I was like, shit, this thing is really not working. Like, everything's... So what's happening is that, like, everything that's... what am I trying to say? 12 volt... Everything that's on the positive rail 12 volt, it's dipped down to, like, 11.5, which is okay. It's in spec, but it's indicative that we're exceeding the current, and so it's going to start lowering the voltage to compensate for it. And which isn't a big deal, but it means that there isn't any extra headroom volt. There's nothing. So when all those 5 volt things come on, they have a voltage regulator that taps off that 12 volt positive rail, and they all pull on it all at the same time, and they poop out 3 volts or 4 volts. They don't give the right amount of voltage. The system's expecting 5 volts or 3.3, and it's giving like 3/4 that, and it won't start up. And even though it may rise up to 5, it's already tried to initialize, and it just won't boot, and you have to unplug it and start it back up physically. And that's what we're dealing with over there. I really just. It's probably like an hour's worth of work. Maybe I'll get it done today. But this, I don't know. I guess I could take this guy out and I could get a lot of current back. I don't know why this thing keeps pooping. I need to measure the rails. We did measure the voltage on it, and the voltage is fine. It's 12 on both sides. But I think we just have a really high current draw when we first started up. So I'd like to measure what it is, but I may implement a delay circuit I've been talking about it on the other streams, of charging it. It's just a relay with a little 555 timer, and it just goes like that. You just hear it clicking. It does it to the rails so that it sends out a voltage, and all the caps charge up slowly instead of immediately asking for everything, and the system getting getting an overcurrent warning and shutting off, which is what that should be doing, but I guess we warm up on it. I don't know. Anyways, it's definitely insanely mean, but surprisingly, it hasn't resulted in any mistunings or Mr. Tunings. By the way, Rolo, I don't know if I said hi already, but welcome in. And did I hear tequila? I can't stand it. That used to love it. Now I oh yeah. Well, I hear you, mate. It's definitely not for everybody. Oh shit. Snafu! Welcome in. Oh, it took me too long to figure that one out. I apologize. That's not good. Welcome in. Yeah, mate, I like to do, I get like some top shelf tequilas, and I like to sip them. And I just do the sipping. I don't really shoot them or anything like that. I really try to find some that are really, really, what's the word? Really smooth, basically. Like, that's what a lot of people consider, but effectively just like you don't really smell the jet fuel. You don't really get the alcohol. You just smell this kind of agave or watery smell. That's kind of what I like to shoot for when I'm been buying tequilas and tasting and trying different things. I'm like, well, that's kind of what I like, is the ones where you're like, but this smells like water with some like lemon and citrus. And is that a hint of cinnamon? Cinnamon! What's your opinion on Scotch? I don't like the brown boozes. I don't like brown liquors. I can't seem to get into them, and they all seem to carry that same aspect of being like a dark, high, 40% or higher liquor. I just can't get into them. Just can't get into them. Yeah, really, I mean, granted, if you have a disdain for tequila, it's probably, I don't think even the nicest top shelf stuff is going to bring you back to enjoying it. I think once you're at that point, you really can't disengage from it. Lawn Dog says, I want to get a bite of the Sammy Hagar tequila just to give it a try. Yeah, it's nothing special. It's nothing special. The video where that kind of got me interested in tequila tasting and everything like that, they bring up that the Sammy Hagar and the I don't know, some other celebrity tequilas, and he brought up that most of them aren't that great, that they're not additive free. There's a lot of, basically just kind of get a mix and then they add it, they use additives and so forth to get the flavoring instead of just whatever. It's just not as good of a product. But I'm a firm believer of, if it tastes good on your tongue, it's good enough. So, whatever floats your boat goes. But like, I can recommend like a couple of different ones that I think are just amazing. And they're around the same price point. So, anyways. Scotch is my point. Yeah, I can't do those. I keep trying. I've always wanted to because it sounds really good to me. But every time it hits my mouth, I'm like, what is wrong with you? You know you hate this, man. What? Now you've got a whole fucking glass to drink of this shit. How are you gonna do this? This is my brain. What are you fucking idiot? We went through this like 3 years ago. You're like, I'm gonna try this. And you fucking did this again. Now we have to drink this because we have to be polite because they bought this. No, you can't get a cup and spit into it. They'll know. You can't know. You can't hold it in your mouth and then run to the bathroom and throw. No, that won't work. Just the fumes going into your nostrils will make you ill. You know better. You tried this. It was a failure. Terrible, terrible human. Why am I cursed in this accursed brain of... Oh yeah, keep drinking it there. Yeah, enjoy it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I recommend Mr. Jose Cuervo. Yeah, Jose's not too bad. Oh yeah, if you're a diabetic, yeah, that does make it tricky. I don't know how agave exactly lands on there. It's funny. Well, that's what's going on inside my head. Just like a whole bunch of arguments with my common sense. You think it's a bit, but it's a reenactment. Yeah, I had someone buy me like some, I think it was like a 15-year scotch, you know, some like an aged one. I thought, oh, you know, the age has got to make it taste better, right? And then as soon as I got it to my mouth, I was like, oh shit. And luckily it was a good friend, so I was like, hey man, did you want to have 2 of these? Because you do now. I can't drink that, man. He goes, oh, come on, give it another try. And I'm like, not until this flavor goes off my tongue, dude. And I forget, and I trick myself into thinking it's gonna be different. He said, oh, you know, it's like an acquired taste. And I'm like, and I was already I'd already had some drinks. I'm like, dude, I'm already buzzed up. I should be ready for anything. And everything in me is going, nah. You should get some tequila if you want something harsh. Yeah, there's some vodka, nah. Jose Cuervo, yeah. A really good, inexpensive one I found was Areta. It has a little horse on the front. That's really good tequila. It's cheap. You can put it in a mixer if you want, or you can sip it. And Cascoen is really good. G4, that's a good one. Yeah, I do need a tune. You're right. I'll quit rambling. Let's see. Me. La 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 la. La 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 la. Copyrighted from the BBC. I think we're tuned, but this guy likes to get attitude. Come on, do it again. Actually sounded pretty. Love on the highway with someone you know, maybe. These lyrics are crappy and bad. I wouldn't write them down if a gun was pointed at my head. No, 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 no. This needs to change. Let's drop it. All right, it's gonna come down like a beast. I don't know what that gesture is. That was a sample of our upcoming song, Love on the Highway. A song about highway love and interstate tolls. Did I miss something in the chat? Alright, so it's cooking. It's pretty delicious. That thing is still, it's ready. It just hooks up to your brain. When it goes really fast, we were talking about the other day, it just sounds, yeah, it's almost glitchy, but I really like it. Here, just do it again, baby. Go. Well, you're not loud anymore. It does have a filter doing goofy things to it. Anyways, I'm on track from the obvious, but that thing is awesome. Oh, I wanted you to keep going. Why'd you stop? It was pretty. Keep going, keep going. You know what's a funny thing? I just realized. Whenever I hear something out of tune, I've learned to just do the counterintuitive thing every time. Like if I think, oh, that synth is flat or sharp or whatever, I always just have just learned to turn the knob like, oh, if I'm gonna go this way, I need to go the opposite every time. And it's always like dead on. If I do it the other way, I'm like, oh, it sounds shittier. And I'm like, right, because you gotta go the opposite direction. Crazy shit, kids. Good old counterintuity. Invented by Sir Thomas Lincoln. Oh, we don't have a synth here anymore. We gotta make a new one. Let's call him Chrysanthemum. Come on there, boy. You gonna do waveforms? I want the super saw again. There it is. pretty. This is nice. I can take us to the dance. I think we got all our shit cooked in. We could have a reasonably decent jam with a theme about getting your hair cut at a younger age than... Wait, that doesn't make sense. Or does it? AI? Yes. Just a little bit of... Oh! Mars Panda. How you doing? Welcome in. Let me see which button is it. It's this button. God, it's so slow to change things. It's annoying. Looks like we're 14 minutes out. Still have time to get a goof. And hey, Baloo, good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are great. You got a new thing? Let me check it. Right on. I assume that's way better than your old rig, your old ride, your old toy. Awesome, mate. Well, I'm happy to see that. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty. We're here. We're doing Jamtown for Modular Monday. I like to start up early just to kind of work any bugs out, and I like to prep, and I don't know, it just makes sense to prep with y'all. I don't know, it's kind of crazy, but it is going on right now. ! GSG if you want the link to the Golden Shrimp Guild's main page website, which will take you to the live artist right now, which is shit. I just forgot. I tried not to forget, and then it just went right out of my freaking brain. Stand by. I'm gonna be so mad when I think your opponent. It's your opponent is playing right now. Could take it to the bus and trains and plane. That's fantastic, mate. Oh, that's gonna be great. That's gonna make things a lot easier. Fantastic for you, mate. I'm very happy. I know it's a funny thing, I guess. I don't know, I guess it's not funny, but you know, these days what we enjoy more now, what we enjoy these days than what we would enjoy in the past is, I think, what's comical to me. Like, I didn't see that one coming, but yeah, I mean, practicality wins every time, you know. I'm glad to see you in chat. I hope you're sounds like things aren't too shabby for you. We pretty much got our Jamtown ready. We got Spacestation cooking. It's doing its Spacestation stuff. It's pretty good. Then we got Jamtown jamming, doing its jam stuff. This is pretty much a lot of what we've already done. We just have it all on. Now maybe we should come up with another, we should find another phrasing here that would work. Let's do, that works great. I like that. We're gonna go with those two. Needs racing stripes. Need some flames coming out of the side. And the spoiler. Just so people know what's up. I ain't gonna fuck around with that. Like, you see that? It's got flames on the side. I ain't fucking with that. Gotta figure out what the fuck is up with this button. It just doesn't work right anymore. When we had it apart, I guess I should have cleaned it. The switches, I didn't think they needed any cleaning. But what do I know? A theremin? I just saw that lawn dog. Maybe. I have one that I can. If I just finish it, I have one made. I just don't have I only have one copper rod, and I never bothered to go get the other copper rod and then get it bent. I wanted to get it in a U shape so I could have the one antenna stick straight up and then the other antenna come out in a kind of a bar, so you could do the whole, it has amplitude, separate amplitude and pitch, which is what you want. And yeah, that's all that's stopping me is a fucking bar. I gotta build a case for it too. So there's two things. Mo cooking. Mo better. Mo good. Yeah, it was a gift from a friend of mine. I just have to finish it. It's just one of those things. I have a lot of stuff I just need to finish. I'd like to get through those. I'm trying to do it over the summer. It's a little bit harder now because, like, it used to be really easy to get PCB front panels really cheap, but that's kind of not. I mean, you can still maybe. I don't know. Well, I'll have to find out, but it's gonna go up a little bit. So it's not dirt cheap like it used to be, where they cost like $10 to make a panel or something, like 5 of them. But I only need one, so we'll see. We'll see. Let me check on something really quick. I think I have a jazz cigarette for today. Is this thing like huge? Is this the crazy infused one? Maybe. Well, it's pretty big. Fine by me. Fine by me. I'll wait a little bit. Once we get into the stream and everything. Wonder what if there's anything else we could get. We're kind of low on lines on Spacestation. We can bring the delayed drums in more. I think I took them out because they were getting old to me. Yeah, that one has to stay way down. It's gonna be a good bed to start with. Which I think is a good tempo too. I like the tempo. I like the note progression. Alright, we're about 4 or 5 minutes out from when we should get rated, unless it's a cruel joke. Sucker on my time. That's fine. No, I'm kidding. What else? Yeah, other than that, yeah, we got about a few minutes. Damn, this didn't take nearly as long as I thought. I thought it was gonna take more time. A little bit embarrassed. Oh shit! You know what we didn't do? We didn't check the bass. Oh, scheisse. 999. We got to get that bass in. It's all about that bass. I don't own a treble. Actually, I do. I think a guitar is. But the guitar's an 8-string, so. Oh, scheisse. Is it dead? Yep. Okay, stand by. I think I left the thing in and the battery killed it. Just a second. Battery, come on, be honorary.
That's it, man. Game over, game over, game over.
Hey, this is why we have these rehearsals. All right, let's see. Hopefully that fixes it. That would be more embarrassing if nothing happened. Yeah, it's actually still weak. Oh. Well, so it can do active and passive. It has a switch, but it sound the EQ doesn't do anything. It gets really bass. So I can get that camera angle better. Save me. There you go. Guys, get ready because things are about to get heavy. Jump up because we're going to bump up and get down because there ain't no clown in this here town. We got none other than your opponent coming in with that Modular Monday, nice and hot, ready on top. Get ready for the pop, piping hot. Ray! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Guys, it's Modular Monday time. Let's go. Where was the name on there? Ah, it already went by. Scheisse, just so you know. Mutron with that follow. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. This be Jamtown. Actually, this be Jamtown. I can't play the bass. I forgot. It's just for show. Makes me look cool. Makes me look taller. Sure, I'm glad I didn't put a cooldown on that. Let's go, let's go. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. How is Modular Monday going so far? Y'all having a good time? Is it good? We are at, if you guys have never been to the channel before, never seen us before, we're normally an electronics channel. We make and build a lot of this stuff. Yeah. And we're really into getting other people into soldering, into making and building. So if you're ever interested in, maybe you did some soldering, it didn't turn out so well, we got you, fam. Maybe you want to get started, but you don't know where. Got you, fam. Maybe you're already really good, but you want to bounce some stuff off. Anyways. I'm being stupid. This is our newest system. It's called Spacestation. It is entirely made of nothing but modules from nonlinear circuits, an Australian modular DIY guy place. Crazy stuff. Very unconventional, very weird. This will be providing a lot of our drones for the bones. And then, of course, we have good old Jamtown, which you might have seen in the past. Jamtown is making all those really jammy jams. That's the best I can explain it. I really didn't work up a script. We were cooking up some stuff a little bit before you guys got here. I think we're ready to dive in. If you have any questions, you're curious about anything, you're always welcome to ask. I don't know if I'll answer now. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, we got a dab on there. Let's do that. I like that idea. Whoa! Another follow there. What do we got now? Now we got Zoloido. I think I said that right. Probably not. But it's the try that counts, right? I'm a good trier. All right. Bass. one thing I forgot to mention. Down below are your little stream avatars. This goes for YouTube and Twitch chat. You can go in there, go down those little box, and then YouTube, it's a link, but whatever. You can go down there, you can get your character, pick it out. Exclamation point commands brings up all the little moves that they can do, but not all of them. There's some Easter eggs. The puppies, the kitties, and the ponies are super customizable. It's under a thing saying year. I don't know why they call it that, but that's what it's called. You can put funny hats on them, funny pants, funny shirts, maybe even a funny dance. Maybe. I'm not sure about that last part. But there's also games that you guys can play as well. Some of them are free. You just do the command to make it happen, like the slot machines and roulette. And then there's some other ones that are in the channel points. They're very low, very easy. There's a basketball. I recommend basketball free-for-all if you want it. There's two. And then there's boss battle. Both really good. And that's it. Party on, Wayne. That song was called My Peepaw Visited and Only Brought Me a T-shirt. That was from a place I've never been to that said I graduated from it. Parentheses, ambient remix. Close parentheses. We've been working on that one for weeks. Brought the lesson out, totally. The story was totally, was there. Yes, sad stories make good art. Sometimes you have to reveal your pain. Hold on. That's intense. Sometimes you have to reveal your pain for art in order for it to, exist. It's a difficult struggle that some of us choose to make. Some don't. Some don't. Stand by. Idea wagon. Tuning. More. Whoa!
W_MRX gifted a tier 1 sub. They have given 19 gift subs in the
Mr. X, thank you so very, very much. Your opponent, there you go. Again, guys, if you're not familiar with your opponent who just rated in, was part of the whole Modular Monday, you gotta change that. Gotta go do your homework. Really good stuff, really cool setup, really awesome. And there's gonna be more awesomeness afterwards. We got Noiseworks after this tonight, as well as many, many more that I can't remember. I guess I could look it up. I have it on the lappy top real quick. Looks like we got Octopus, The Last Dorio. I'm gonna mess some. The Killer Bee Relay Team. Forgot which camera I'm looking at. We'll do. Here, for the sake of consistency, I'll stay with this camera. Where was I? Killer Bee, Woke-Ass Messiah, Beowulf, Malice Coltrane, Moonhouse, and Crinkle 801. That's the lineup after this. We've already had an incredible show so far. Void Reflections, Sander Clipper, Yorison. Oh no, I knew it. I shouldn't have tried. Yitsen, Yorison de Drak. Sorry if I fucked that up. Of course, good old Mr. X TDC Tunes, and brings us right back around to your opponent. It's been a nice setup. This happens just about every Monday, guys. Actually, I think it is just every Monday. I don't think it's pretty regular. Happens on Twitch. It's a raid train exclusive to that. You can join in on it. You can find it via !GSG. That'll bring up the link. You can go to their website. Their website always has whoever's performing, or at least if they don't have anything going on at that particular time. usually can find it'll link to a friend within the community that's streaming live, making jams and making music, making content. So definitely put them on your browser if you haven't already. And I ran out of gas on all the cool things I was gonna say. Kind of got them all in the beginning, and then burp. We should get back into the jamming probably. I was thinking I wanted to get Spacestation. I want to get this so I could do this guy. So this is a really cool module. He's kind of on the corner. Oh, he's under. Oh no, you can see it. So this module, if you see, you can light up these lights here, and these all correlate to different quadrants within. Like I can put my hand over this, and it'll make this A1 go out, and then I can move across. They all go out. So they're light sensitive, and there's like a shit ton of them. I don't know how many. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 12 of them, and then there's some additional ones down here. What you do with that... Oh, wait, where's... Oh, there it is. Stand by. Let me, So... Let's see. Just a second here. So it's just the right size for a cell phone. So take a good old music video here. Lock the screen so it doesn't rotate. And oops. Put it in a wide mode. There we go. Switch back over. We've got video rolling on this. Lots of active stuff. And then we put it on here. And hopefully you can see it. I know we're right on the edge of the frame. Let me kick this camera up just a little bit. Yeah, it's really hard to see. Let me see if I can... Wait, did you just go to sleep? Oh no, it's just a trancy's face. I can hear the music playing from it. There we go. So right now it's just doing like a dark screen, and then there it goes. It starts generating CV. And you can plug that into different stuff. But I was thinking of just using it. You can also just use it as a simple, hand control. But I was wondering if there were any filters that we could modulate, that we have extra room, but I'm honestly not really. I think we used them every single one. Oh, wait. We do have CV both. Oh, no shit. I've been in the wrong CV input this whole time. That hurts. Oh, no, I'm not. No, it's... Oh, but we could... Oh, that's exactly what we're looking for. So this has CV1 and CV2 in. Both of those are going to the Let's Splosh, which is generating random CV. Sort of random. Chaotic, really, if we want to get down to brass tacks. But this has a CV both in. So we could run that right to this little beauty right here. Stand by. Acquiring cables. Oh no, that's. Oh wait, I should figure out what the hell this makes. I forgot. This goes into orange. Oh, we got this guy turned down quite a bit. Oh, he's kind of suck, isn't he? Alright. Well, that's disappointing. Is there anybody else that we could do? Not really. Oh, wait a minute. Well, no. 'Cause, yeah, that sounds dumb. Well, we tried. Maybe we could figure something else out. What else could... Do we have anybody... Well, we could do a dead open on the VCA. But I honestly want the inverse, and I don't really have anything to invert it at a voltage 1-to-1 level. Oh, wait. I forgot. This module acts as a reverse of what this does. So, they're gonna work, maybe. Wait, what was I gonna plug it into, though? Forgot it. Well, let's just go back into this kid. See if it works. Oh wait, I gotta turn it back up. It's just a bunch of disappointment. It's not really that... Oh yeah, I forgot. It's this one, not that one. Definitely. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing crap. Yeah, it's not doing me reverse. I deem this a bad plan. Still learning a lot of this. There's 64 modules here. A lot of very unconventional modules, very unconventional. Like, there's nothing that I'm aware of that's similar to the Fourier, which I can't even tell you what it does. It has a multiplexer that cycles through all these different harmonics that are divisions of each other, and you can turn them up and down with these knobs. You can also control those with CV. It sounds cool, but it's, I don't know, it's kind of wavetable-ish sounding. So you can kind of do some wavetable sounding stuff with it. But it's weird because it runs from a clock source that runs a multiplexer. A multiplexer is a switch. In this case, there's a 1x8 and another 1x8, and then they can cascade or they go together, but either way, it goes from that signal, so on, but it does it super, super fast. And so I send a clock into here, into the clock in, that's the same speed as an oscillator. So it flies through at like that hertz speed, but it manages to generate these pretty interesting waveforms. The only issue is it takes a lot of patching to get this to do anything very interesting or not boringish. But then at the end, it always feels like I get kind of the same sound, and that's no fun. The spring reverb tank. So here's my tank. I don't know if you can see it in the shot here. Here's the tank. I think mine's too small. I think I need to get a bigger tank. because it like overloads really easily, and I'm like, maybe I have the wrong impedance. I never even looked at that. I think it's on. I did find the old receipt, so I might be able to look it up, but I'm questioning if, because it just distorts super, super easily, and that is no bueno. I need to, yeah, I think that's, I just need to buy a bigger one. I'd only spent like 10 or 20 bucks on it. It was a good deal, but, I just feel like it needs more. But it still does nice. I need to get, something more snare sounding on it. I have the Is Carp Lust Wrong running through it, and that's through a filter, so it comes in and out. But, pardon me. That's a pretty decent snare. I do have Badumtis, which we haven't really used. But I'm like, I don't know if I want to have like another snare just going. I feel like it's going to get old. Maybe we should experiment today. Maybe we can do that. Let's keep jamming. just listening to Space Station now. Has some gentle things and some very savage things. That kind of breaks it all apart. It's kind of quiet right now, isn't it? I did turn off a lot of things that go on and on. We can... Oh yeah, I don't like that thing. That's why we got rid of it. Anyways, it's fine. It does that. That's fantastic. Look at that. See that trim it just did? Pretty sweet. Guys, this is really, really fun. I had a really great time. Good jams, good stuff. Hope to see some of y'all again soon. We do have our streamiversary coming up. I think it's going to be tomorrow. Yeah, I think tomorrow. Gosh, we gotta hurry. So, hope to see y'all. Stop by, say hi, all that. Don't forget the Golden Shrimp Guild ! GSG. That'll get you the link in our in either chat, Twitch, or YouTube, and you guys can check them out further. Get into them. It's good. It's good. It's a great little community. Oh, thank you, Jess. Welcome in. And I'm sure I missed some people saying hi. My bad. You know, I'm trying to get distracted as shiny things. You know. I appreciate it. Well, thank you guys for having me again. So sorry I messed up a couple weeks back, but glad I got a second chance. Got a second chance. We're raiding out to Noiseworks. Noiseworks, and then all right, whatever. Let me get that copied in here. Get that ready for cooking. Is Noiseworks ready? Are they up in a boot? I guess I could maybe check, but you guys are better at checking than I am. Mainly because you have the power. Noiseworks is online. Excellent. Guys, you're in for a real treat too. Noiseworks is one of my favorites. They combine a lot of very awesome elements. You're gonna feel a little bit of old school, a little bit of new school, a little bit of techno, a little bit of noise, a little bit of harsh, a little bit of beauty. It's good stuff. It's gonna be good. You guys are in for a real treat if you haven't seen them before. I'm excited. Let's get that raid going on the Twitch and make that happen, Captain. There we go. Raid is in effect. Thank you again, Modular Monday, Golden Shrimp Guild. Y'all rock. So good to you know, chill with you guys. Donnie is right. Donnie is right. Don is right. All right, guys. Take care. Stay guile. And party to you die. I'm going to turn everything back on. Even the sampler. We never even got to hear him. Let's see if he says something before the end of the stream. We don't know. Yeah, I got to put the banner up, don't I? There we go. Now it looks pro. Guys, take care.